Welcome back to Daytime. Well, Halloween is just around the corner, and we thought it'd be best fit to have Dr. Arun Narang come in and chat about some tips on how to kind of keep the teeth healthy around this time of year with the kids, with the sticky treats and the trick-or-treating. Sure. But first off, welcome. You can catch Dr. Arun Narang the first Tuesday of every month, and this marks the first one.
Thank you.
So you
Good
kind
to
of
be here.
Yes, you wrote up about 7 points, Dr. Narang, on what you kind of wanted to cover for the Halloween event.
You know, the real horror of Halloween is the sugary onslaught that kids' teeth are subjected to afterwards, from our point of view.
Yeah.
So, you know, I don't want to spook parents with any tales of tooth decay, but obviously, you know, if your kids are going to bed after having a lot of treats and they're not brushing and flossing, they're going to run into problems. Definitely. So we came up with some simple ideas, you know, just to practice good dental hygiene around Halloween time, and I thought it would be good to share it with your viewers.
Sure. Well, we actually we have. If we can go back to the first board, please. We can go through kind of the first
Sure.
4 if you want to.
So, you know, the first thing, it's just simple common sense stuff. Like, you know, if your kids are going out trick-or-treating, make sure they've had a full meal before they go out.
Yep.
Because they're going to be able to eat less treats because they're full.
Right.
So that's just a common sense thing you could do. A second thing that usually helps is if they are going to have treats, like maybe, you know, that day as well, obviously other days, you know, right after Halloween, because the candy's gonna be around for a while. Make sure they're having a treat with the meal at the end of a meal, sort of as their dessert, because then they've got a greater flow of saliva in the mouth, which is gonna help to wash the sugars away.
Definitely.
So that's a good, simple second rule. Third, encourage them to drink lots of water. If they don't have access to a toothbrush, you know, they could drink lots of water. That helps to dilute the sugar and the acid in the mouth and helps to sort of cleanse and clear things. And sugar-free gum is also really good. If they're having some, you know, candy and they don't have access to a brush right away, they could have some sugar-free gum.
And it kind of keeps their minds occupied on not wanting to eat the candy, but wanting to, you know, wanting to chew the gum instead.
And the gum promotes saliva buildup in the mouth as well, right?
It helps to cleanse. It helps to cleanse, you know, and get the salivary juices flowing.
Yeah, sounds good. And I think we have, if we can go back up, we have, I think, a couple more points to get to up on the screen.
So just
if we want to
three
go
last
back.
things to quickly talk about. Just detergent foods, and that's why we brought these in, like apples, cheese, carrots, celery are good too, because detergent foods will kind of cleanse the teeth as well and help reduce some of the acids. And then get rid of the sticky things like lollipops.
I see those Tootsie
you know,
Rolls in
and
there.
Tootsie Rolls, like the sticky candies and the things that are going to stay in the mouth longer.
I thought that because you brought the apples and the sugar, that you were going to tell us that the sugar was okay because it was all on the table.
Yeah,
but I guess it's not. That's what I was hoping. I had my fingers crossed, but I suppose it's not.
You know, the reality is kids are going to have some treats, you know, but I mean, sometimes you want to just give some simple advice and suggestions to make it easier. And lastly, you could set up a candy bank for your kids, you know, and that way, you know, let them know when it's open for withdrawals. And with the financial crisis that's looming, who knows?
So
the bank may be closed sooner than they think.
They might have to do a Tootsie Roll bailout plan.
A lot of layoffs in the bank, you know, people losing their jobs. Sorry guys, out of business.
Just to regulate their treats.
I like that idea.
That's a great idea, actually. I really like it.
And I'm just curious, in terms of like the candy, maybe this is, you know, you're a new father. I don't know what you would do as a parent. Would you keep the bag in the room, or would you kind of have the parents keep taps on the bag of candies?
I think it's a good idea to monitor it, because if you're just going to leave it out there, you know, kids are going to be having whatever they want whenever they want. Exactly. I think it's good to have some sort of control over it. So that's just that's what I would do. So everybody kind of do their own thing. Some people will even swap their kids' candies out for maybe a toy, or just get rid of it after a week.
Because it lasts so long, and it's filled with the Tootsie Rolls and the caramel and the lollipops that just, now I just a personal question, at your house on Halloween, is this what you give away, or do you give away more of the Tootsie Rolls?
I usually give a chocolate bar, and I give a brush.
Okay, smart idea. Good for you. Well, Dr.
And then some instructions. Eat this, then do this.
Exactly.
Sounds good. Well, thank you so much once again for coming in and bringing your great knowledge. For more information, make sure you check out www.smilebydesign.com. is at the bottom of the screen, the whole segment. We have to get out of here. Coming up next, we've got a great show for you. Stay tuned here on Daytime.